The Killing Deck. I was not really planning to do this run today, but as it turns out, during my practice runs, I was able to get one very good normal mode run with a colorless version of this weapon. So here we are at the DLC entrance, and as you can see, it is one nice weapon. So the entire thing about this is that you throw it, and then on your final hit of the combo, pull all the cards back for critical damage. And that does pull from quite a distance from what I've seen so far. Able to hit a lot of enemies as they're traveling back to you. In fact, like, one of the strategies that you can employ is throwing out the cards just kind of all over the place, and after, you know, getting the full combo going, kind of dragging it through a ton of different enemies, really trying to make it... There's the invisible wall, in case you're wondering. Really trying to make it so that even as I'm running away, constantly attacking is a good strategy for this weapon. I've actually had a lot of fun with it. It's even fairly decent against bosses, because that third hit that throws out a lot of cards does mean that you'd get a bunch of multiple hits. So even if you're hitting the boss cap for certain bosses, you can continue to still deal a ton of damage to them. I felt like at one point in time I got almost half of the concierge's health down in one hit. Though, of course, that was doing the full combo. Not going to be quite as possible for these upcoming bosses, of course. It is really hard to do a full combo against the Queen especially, but, you know, traveling up the lighthouse, same thing. But, hey, can always hope for the best. The other thing, of course, is that I have on combo, giving me 44% extra damage after killing an enemy. When you're working with what can be, you know, some weaker throwing weapons, that extra boost in damage is always pretty nice. Though, I mean, usually you're not going to be using this with a brutality run. This is a normally tactics scaling item that, of course, I just happen to get real lucky early in the game getting a colorless version of this. Additionally, kind of buffing up the base damage is why I'm using corrupted power right now. The best idea? Hard to say, but one of the other great things about this run is that it's been extremely high stats. I'm coming into this area already at 30 brutality. I'm telling you, I got a lot of cursed chests, a lot of extra challenge rifts. It is a high quality, okay? It's a high quality good run. And so stuff like being able to rally up any extra damage that I might be taking due to corrupted power it's very possible. I mean, of course, much like I was using last time, I think that trying to work with recovery, getting like the extra recovery time and everything is going to be an important part of the upcoming boss fights, because there's no way that I'm going to be doing it. Yeah? There is no way that I'm going to be doing it perfect. At least not yet. I'm trying my best here, but you know how that goes. No barbed tips. Now, due to the fact that you yank back all the cards, I don't know if barbed tips would be extremely good. You do get a lot of hits in on enemies. But, I was thinking that Ripper could be a... Okay. I was thinking that Ripper could be a really good mutation to be using, but you're supposed to be, like, hitting enemies with a melee weapon to make that work, so I don't think it functions in the way that I want it to. Still, though, if there was... There's definitely... Oh, well, first off, I know you're up there, but second off, what do you gotta give me? Oh, stats. Sure. Hey, thank you, 3Silver3, for the 5 gift subs. I love you. Hey, bro, I love you, bro. Mwah. I keep saying that I'm not going to be doing the kissing thing again, and then I do it. Oh, boy. Kissing is really funny. Shut up. I don't care what you all say. Oh, my God. Oh, those guys can... The Mutineers can snipe you off screen real easy if you're not being careful. Oh, man. That's something that it's like, you know... Here's the thing. Me, I don't really listen to sound cues in games. You know, I said before that I have my sound being pumped through like a little Bluetooth speaker that I got going on. Hey, thank you, Deja, by the way, for the 5 gifted subs. Thanks, bro. I love you, bro. Mwah. Anyway, damn it. Getting distracted here. But, what was I saying? I've entirely forgotten now. Oh, yeah. I got a Bluetooth speaker. I am I'm like listening to this at a distance and actually like not a very loud volume. Oh, yeah. See, there's that whole thing where like sweeping the cards through enemies even off screen is actually like a pretty decent strategy. That does work. Too busy kissing chat. Too much kissing. Welcome to my killing deck run, otherwise known as the too much kissing run. Oh, but you guys deserve it. You guys deserve all the kisses here. Okay. God, why is somehow this DLC has become the kissing deck? Okay. Okay, now come on. But somehow this DLC has just, how has this turned into the kissing DLC? I don't. People could, what if people like watch this years later and they're like, hey, you know, Dr. Inferno Firebird, excellent streamer, did a great retrospective on, like, we're gonna do a retrospective on all of his videos. Anyway, here's the point in time where for 5 episodes in a row, it was all about him kissing chat. During what is a point in time where a lot of new people are going to be starting to watch his content, he decided that was the point in time that he wanted to make himself be known as the most affectionate player of Dead Cells. Well, he's a weird guy. One of the most unusual streamers we've covered in our series. Dr. Infinite, that's not true at all. I've watched a lot of streamers, trust me. This is not anything unusual for anybody. I feel like I'm straight down the middle in terms of stream content goes for the most part. Anyway. The only exception is that I'm, you know, playing stuff like Dead Cells. Which usually you don't really have existential crises during. Usually you save those ones for, like, I don't know. There we are. Usually you save that for, like, I don't know, a more slow-paced game. People are watching because of the kissing. Glad to finally catch a stream. We'll only tend to catch the YouTube uploads. Hey, and this is a pretty good one. Not only we back in the DLC 5 mode, normal mode, but we also got one of the DLC items on full display. And of course, first off, as usual, I do love me a wacky weapon. Cards. I've definitely seen this in a whole bunch of games before. It's not like the most common type of wacky weapon, but it is definitely not unheard of. But still, it's like, it's also a good weapon to boot. Like I said, that pullback, the multiple hits and everything, can really shred down some tough enemies. Now, of course, that does require you to get the full-on, combo out here, but still, it's like, good damage is good damage. Okay, there's streamers who literally stream themselves sleeping and make 6 figures during it. Oh man, I would love 6 figures. I'm not even making minimum wage, my dudes. Okay. Oh my god. What is this like the exploding bat nesting ground? What is going on? Also, what is attacking me right now? Okay, there we go. I'm telling you, watch out for the mutineers. They will get you if you're not paying attention. Corrupted healing, though, it's like, man. Well, corrupted healing combined with the excellent stats. I would fail miserably at sleeping. God, me too. It's like, last night, I kept, like, waking up during the middle of the night to, I don't even remember. Some kind of nightmare. I don't even know what it was, but I was definitely doing it. So it's like I slept, like, 6 hours at noon today. I gotta get a job. A real job. Is there a kissing tag on Twitch? That's the important question? It's probably ASMR. That's a common thing. A homies tag. For kissing you homies. You know. Alright. Okay. Careful. Slowly, carefully. This is how life is taken. Okay, we good. Now, once again, look out for those mutineers. Oh, okay, come on. Chat was laughing at you. No, that's just a normal stream. I mean, I remember I had a... Okay, that was close. I remember I had a dream at one point in time that like I accidentally put a picture up of my feet on stream, and like people were telling me that I was gonna get banned and stuff, and I was really scared of that. And I'm like, How'd this happen? I don't even have a camera. But, you know. Ooh, Peerdale. You like Peerdale? Worth it, though? We're doing the killing deck. I mean, I suppose I can go and take, like, a shield. It's like I shouldn't be taking anything else right now. Despite being a normal mode run, I still want to make this the showcase, after all. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I woke up at 8 p.m. today, getting my wisdom teeth removed, wore me out. Oh, man. That sucks. It's the worst. I only have ever had my upper ones removed, but it was still... But, hey, you were throwing that upwards. I saw that. But it's like, I know the experience. Be careful. Also, I'm going to have to go backwards to get that stat. Oh, that was enough enemies to clear Malaise? Neat. My Malaise is actually doing surprisingly well in this run. All things considered. Yeah? Yeah? Yo, there's like actually a pretty decent chunk of the level left, and yet I've somehow cleared out enough to get rid of Malaise. Huh. How about that? Oh, okay. Killing deck working out? I mean, this is also like hyper huge stat run. So, you know, I've said before that stats will erase a lot of sins. So, you know how that is. Okay. Nail dual cards wield might not work. I mean, I can dual bind it maybe. It is like an instant cast. Is it like an instant cast type of thing? It's close, but I don't know if it's quite instant. You know, in the same way like get out here. Okay. In the same way like the frost shards are. Oh my god. Okay, I don't really want to use a potion charge, but I kind of don't really have the recovery that I've had in the previous runs I've been doing. Still having that stuttering from the breaking platforms. Motion twin, etc. You know the deal at this point in time. Nice stats, by the way. It is some very nice stats. That's why I was so confident in this run. Look, I've already got the 60 kills. Hopefully I can get... Like, there's a little floor rune. I was hoping for food, of course. Still hoping for food. There's supposed to be at least one guaranteed drop, at least from like enemies or something, somewhere around here. If I can... there it comes. Okay. Come on. You know, one shot... did you know not one shot is going to have an Among Us manga? Did you know Among Us is going to have a one-shot manga? What? 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 Sus. No, but what though? Flawless Queen should be doable with that damage. Oh, absolutely. But do you trust me to be able to, like, I don't even trust myself to be able to get through the lighthouse. I'll try. We'll see. We'll see. Nail doesn't have almost any other ending, so it duels well with fast weapons. Yeah, true. That's actually true. Where it's like, Nail is very, very fast. I guess that's something to think about. I don't know, though. Well, what am I looking at here? I still want to see if I... like, there should be... There should always be, like, at least one guaranteed piece of food in every single biome. Brad. Certainly, money's great. But do I care about the money? Not really. Oh, I think I'm just going to have to go use the potion charge. To do what, though? To do what? I'm thinking... What I'll do is I will go get Corrupted Healing. Oh, it was a carrot? Ah, damn, you're right. You're right, that did happen. Right at the very beginning. You only care about the money. I do, it's true. Hence why I use that voice every single time I'd say money. Look, you knew it was like this. Just take these. Although I kind of want to also have the recovery. It's like I'm getting almost 100% damage from if I'm using both of these mutations. Point blank, I wouldn't get too much damage out of it though because I haven't been building tactics. You know. Add lighthouses training zone. Yes, I would like that too. In fact, you know, I'm still like wondering, should I at some point in time just do a little bit of save scum in here, you know, get some practice. But I don't know. I don't want to save scum. I'm just saying, especially now that they have a proper... All right. No, not that. Not going to get like the most out of this, but it's also the safest place to heal. Now. Good job, me. Also, great job. Whatever, I didn't lose that much health there. You do get a little bit of food. Maybe I should have taken gastronomy. That's also like a pretty good grab as well. Got her. Good. Oh, big hits, boys. And that's at least half the health done. Now I can just kind of like run up here at my leisure. Whee! Dead Cells finally got waifus. What? You didn't see the spider before? Come on. All right, Calliope, we can do this. Why do I know how to dodge this attack. Why am I doing it so badly? Almost flawless. Obviously, it's like, look, it's a little bit better than what I've been doing, but you know how that is. Now, Calliope. Got her. Even before Euterpe gets out. Okay, tutorial night. Ah. Well, at least I got the rally, but, you know. I'd like to try and deal damage. I know it's hardly necessary to deal damage right now, but why not try it out? Now I can only hope that I got a 50% heal coming up here. Obviously, when you got stats like this, it's more than possible to be able to like take them out in these transitory areas. Am I gonna? I don't think I'm gonna try and... All right, let's do this. Come on. Get down here. Ah! No, that's no good. Come on now. No. Ah! That was actually a kill. Tried to go for the heal there. Wow. Stop falling, yeah, in the fire. Yeah, well, as always, this fight is just so ridiculously difficult. Oh, you would think that after she jumped there, I would have had at least 1 more second to be able to try and get a heal, but there's how that goes. Anyway, you can see what sort of run that I was gearing up for last time. Let's take the old cards out for another spin, though. Try at least 1 more run. If the game is not going to, did my controller disconnect or something? There we go. Huh. Disconnect for a second. Anywho. Yep. All right. Get good, scrub. Very true. Didn't play since the backpack update. Bunch of new areas added. Bunch of new items added. This is the new DLC, which even has a new ending, which I just completely failed to get to, as you do. You know how that goes. Whatever. We can do at least 1 more run. After all, this is supposed to be the showcase, so let's go from the very beginning. Still, though, would have wanted to at least get through the lighthouse, but I think that it's obvious that that place is incredibly difficult regardless. Oh, man. And that's why I would like to have a practice area for that. It's like, even with, like, what was that, 35 stats? It's really hard to take out Euterpe, like, period. Does not leave herself open to a lot of attacks there. Hey, good start here. And then let's see. Anything of interest. I suppose, worst comes to worst, Snake Fangs is not a bad option. If I wanted to, once again, like, combo this, you know, do like a little bit of do like a little bit of double tapping with stuff. All right, so this is the proper way, after all, to be doing the killing deck. You know, trying to utilize a tactics run instead. Hey, there's like the 50% heal that I was looking for last time. Not that it really mattered, because it's like, man, you take a lot of damage at all points in time. Oh, Lighthouse should be in the training room. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. Absolutely. But yeah, it's like pretty much just like start attacking all the time, so that when I yank back all of the cards, then I'm able to really deal a lot of damage from any point. It is actually, like I said, the sheer amount of cards that you throw out makes this a very effective weapon. Do that. Do that. I don't know if I should be going for more of a traditional run now that I have already died once. I suppose that's probably a good idea, given that if I attempt to do the DLC again, I'm probably just going to perish. Maybe that's how I'll be doing each one of the showcase for the DLC. You remember that every single time I do any one of the DLCs, that it usually takes quite some time for me to even get used to all the new content. I feel like maybe what we'll do for each one of these showcases is just start out in the DLC, give it an attempt, and then try and go and get a real run going for each one of these weapons, even if it's just to the Hand of the King as usual. Wonder if they'll end up giving it limited ammo. I mean, it's supposed to be a thing where, you know, you get sure. It's supposed to be a thing where it's like you get you pull the cards back into you. So it shouldn't 52 ammo. Yeah, exactly. So it shouldn't really be an ammo item besides like a lot of the other magic weapons that exist. Yes, every weapon is magic. It's all created from alchemy, crafted from the deadened cells. We're talking lore here. But specifically, like, this is a magic weapon that's like, you know that. I still don't see it going to Scarecrow regularly. These DLCs just add tougher and tougher bosses. Oh, you say that, but I went to the Scarecrow for the start of this DLC. What I gotta do is I've been talking about this before. What I gotta do is I gotta go, like, sit down, do, like, a proper training arc, where what I do is, like, every single day, in the same way that, you know, I do, like, flashcards or whatever when I'm studying other stuff, that I just gotta, like, sit down and I gotta go beat the queen, and I gotta go beat the Scarecrow and everything 3 times every single day, and then just make it be like that's kind of like a thing. Basically go from there, actually try to truly master this game, because for some time now, I think, okay, it's been obvious, I'll admit, I maybe have been kind of, you know, relying on the fact that I played this game for almost 2,000 hours and then I haven't really been practicing the new content enough. Not that, you know, it's like, hey, you know, that whole thing. But I think maybe it's time. Washed up gamer, shut up! No, I'm not washed up. I'm as cool and fresh and as a spring chicken as always. Don't tell me I'm washed up. So yeah, gotta go do this. Yeah, gotta go do the 80s montage thing. Get better to some hype beats. I mean, just Eye of the Tiger on repeat forever. Just careless whispers on repeat forever, which is, of course, the more ideal way. I'm not running. I don't need to get pumped up. I need to relax as I'm doing this game, you know? You know how that is. Where do you get Tesla Coil? Where was that? Actually, you know, speaking of which, I never actually said where you got this item. It is from the Armored Shrimp, guys. The leg hugger dudes that you see in the new DLC area. But, Tesla Coil... yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was Distillery, but I didn't really remember. Also, once again, Motion Twin, Fixer, etc. You know. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Hey, tell me that I still haven't been doing successful runs here, though. I feel like even washed up, even at only 10% of my power, that I'm able to. Boy, they really got to fix this load time thing. But even at 10% of my power, I'm able to match with the best of the. Yeah, okay, fine. They still haven't fixed it. I've been doing a lot of normal mode, as you've been seeing in the last run that I was doing. So I didn't even realize that it was this bad. Well, it's fine. I'll deal with this, okay? We're gonna go Shipwreck Distillery to get to the lighthouse because there's a path there in the distillery for some reason. Oh, there is. Hey. I think I'd rather go to the shipwreck. Yo, the distillery is so hard. Oh my god, it is so hard. I miss the old face flask, yeah. And I mean, hey, it has inspired me to do a lot more stuff with recovery, which apparently people told me that that 1% but 2 times damage taken lifesteal affix, that was, you still had the negative like 2 times damage even when you had it in the backpack prior to like a recent update. So apparently the reason why I did not know about that as being a good strategy is because it's relatively new in the game. Something that yeah, I feel like that should have been an obvious strategy to employ, but I guess that I didn't realize that is because it wasn't possible for up until this point. Still probably it's still a good strategy. After all, you're still taking 2 times damage when you're actually using the weapon, and you're going to be using that weapon for a while because I don't know if you've noticed, you take a lot of damage in Dead Cells. 1% healing is it can be a lot of healing, but it still is going to require you to have that weapon out for quite a while. Oh no, Scarecrow outfit. Yes, I know. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. But look, I think that we're probably not going to go for the Scarecrow outfit. We're probably just going to go like giant into. Look, we've already got like a 20-minute run under our belt here right now. It's like, let's just go giant into the Hand of the King. Leave it at that. Erratic barrels that deal almost your entire health bar. Yes, this is fair, but that's every enemy in Dead Cells on high cell difficulty. They all deal almost your entire health bar. That's why something like disengagement is always a go-to for me. Even in this run, right now. Literally right now. What can I say, though? You take what works. Speaking of which, you take what works. Oh my god. Incredible superstar. Throw some lyrics, make it run like a supercar. Yep. Hey, you got anything? No. Okay. Anyway. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. For some reason, Motion Twin warned not to wear the Scarecrow outfit for now. What? Yo, that's not a part of the deal. What is that? What does that mean? What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. Pretty sure they patched it. Okay. I hope so. Because I haven't heard that. I mean, obviously I've been using mostly the new DLC outfits because, you know, new hotness versus old and busted. But it's... Hey, if we're doing a more traditional sort of showcase run, we can do a more traditional sort of outfit set. All right. Parries is still a very effective way to go about playing the game. Which, I mean, I'm so used to not parrying anything due to the whole, like, anything of interest? So used to not parrying anything due to the whole, like, hey, you want to use the... Okay. I want to use the run du jour item as much as possible, but I should really probably get into more of a habit of doing that. Okay, fine, then. Oh my god. I don't want to use a potion charge already. It's only the second area of the game, but I'm not going to say it's looking very great. Maybe go curse myself with a maybe go get that curse working with alienation. Also something I feel like I haven't been using too much lately, but that's for obvious reasons. Good. That warning was a week ago. Must patch it. Ah, good. Is the new boss ending an alternative way to get wrecked rather than by character? Dude who wants to... I mean, yes. It's like you do get like full-on credits and everything for that. I guess I would consider that like an alternate route, but obviously it doesn't require you to be on 5 boss cell, unlike Spoiler Man. So it is... What you prefer? I mean, obviously Queen. I'm still working at like getting good in any respect as of right now. So not really too much to be said. The other dude is like, I know how to fight him. I feel mostly confident in my ability to take down Spoiler Man. No Way Home. Right? Still, though, I am missing having like 36 stats. Boy, that was a real sweet time, let me tell you. And also, I'm quite scared of like losing right now, you know, being at 15% health. But all I gotta do is get into the next area, baby, and it's all gravy, provided I don't die to a curse, which I probably will. Where does the Killing Deck drop? A DLC from the Armored Shrimp, I believe they're called. They're the, well, big leg huggery type guys that follow you around in that area. Apparently I killed something. I just heard the sound effect for it. Good? I guess. All right. The ending is rather underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, you know. Oh my god! I cannot believe that I didn't get hit there, but I'm also not going to question it, needless to say. Didn't see that. Throw it. Throw the card. Leg hugger sounds wholesome. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's one of the other new items that we're going to be seeing as a showcase run coming out here soon enough. That programmer already has 15% health in the second biome. I don't know. What do you mean? It's fine. There's no problem. Look, it's all as a result of me not taking anything except for tactics this entire time. I need big health, you know? Oh, is this where something died? Yes, apparently. I heard an elite die, but I had no idea where. Apparently they found the spikes somehow. Hey, I got my own throwing knives. Except these are cards. Cards would never actually hurt anybody. Like, come on. Motion Twin, I want to say fix your game, and also the realism of your game, etc. I do see a legendary item around here. What do we got? Oh, a giant killer? Oh, man. I'd actually kind of like to take that. But, you know, not the run. Not the run. The result of a lot of very good legendary items getting replaced. As you know. Okay. We good? I think we good. Also, that's good too. Oh boy. Maybe there's thin steel cards. You know, it's true. You cannot tell what these cards are supposed to be. The red and white says that they're like, you know, the what is it, Bicycle brand playing cards. They're oh man, it's also 2 times damage. That's fun. Can't put that in the backpack, by the way. But, you know, also, once again, not the run. Got very... Gambit imbues his cards with kinetic energy to explode. That's not the same thing. You know that. Come on, don't be ridiculous. Gambit is such a ridiculous character, by the way. It's either him or it's Wolverine that everybody loves. I don't know why, to be honest. There's something about handsome. He's very handsome, I suppose. But of course, like the new movies, it's like having Hugh Jackman be Wolverine. Of course, definitely made it very much into being Wolverine as of late. What a nerd! Shut up! Thought they were apples to apples cards. Yeah, those are red and white too. I mean, I always think of like, you know, those are like the classic red and white sort of cards. They have that like they like cover the back in like this sort of way. It's like the Bicycle brand playing cards or something like that, which is always what I think of usually. Now, needless to say, it's like this is a killing deck. It could just be that they are literally red and white cards. It's not really, you're not going to be playing euchre with this. Okay, then. God, this run, I tell you. What are the purple cards, then? Are there purple cards? I don't know. I've never seen a deck of purple cards before, I'll admit. out of Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering, they're brown cards, right? I think I'm actually just going with what I remember from Binding of Isaac right now when you see cards. Yeah, and I know what the back of Uno cards look like. What's your favorite card game? Oh, I don't like card games. You know this. But I don't know, actually. Take a deck of cards to the backpack and take the giant killer before leaving the area. Yeah, but we got a run going. There's a theme here. Can't just get rid of that. I played a lot of card games on the channel after all. It's like, hey, here's a question. What's your favorite series that I've done on a card game? One Step from Eden, Phantom Dust. Phantom Dust was really inventive in how it did cards. Slay the Spire, recently finished up Concrete Jungle. One Step from Eden is pretty good. Of course, I love that game because I'm just a huge fan of Mega Man Battle Network, but, you know. And besides, that's a little bit more than just like a turn-based card game. Dead Cells Killing Deck Showcase. Oh, already an instant classic. We haven't even finished the video just yet. People love it. Want to see Doc doing Ascension 20? I've been working on doing Ascension stuff in that game. Kind of like on my off time here. I've been doing the occasional Slay the Spire run. You know. There's an awesome DBZ RPG on the NES. Was that on the SNES? I'm vaguely remembering. I thought that was on like the Game Boy Color. Because I know what you're talking about. I watched a playthrough of it before online some point. But like, yeah, it's like getting us to Ascension 20 requires so many runs. You know how that goes. Love the Slay the Spire. Do you think it's decently balanced? Have a rough time with it? I mean, I think that it's just like, you know, of course, it is not intended to be a like trading card game. It's intended to be a game that is like in a, you know, single player, almost RPG, like a roguelite, of course. Kind of how it is sold after all. So I don't really think that like balancing is too big of a deal. After all, it's like, I've watched a ton of other people play it. Shout out Rhapsody here. That it's like, you know. Okay, yep, I knew it. I knew we were going to have somebody trying to murder me here. Oh my god. Actually, almost got me anyway. Oh my god. I'm shocked at the amount. Wow, these guys almost got me. I'm surprised that I was able to survive that. It's like you can beat that game. You can beat that game with like any sort of build. What's hitting me? Yeah, there was some enemy there. I didn't see him, but this is a very tightly packed first area. Look at how huge this is. No, I'm sure it was SNES. Huh, well, I don't know then. I thought it was a Game Boy Color or something like that because I remember it being very Game Boy Color-ish. But then again, I gotta admit I don't really know too much about the Dragon Ball games. Well, yeah, I've seen that one. It was interesting. Didn't it go through like the first 3 Dragon Ball Z Saga stuff or something like that? So it's like you actually got like quite a bit. I remember like Heart Disease was a card you could get. You know, the thing that almost killed Goku, which is super incredibly silly. But you know, it's like, why would that be? I mean, yes, it's a part of this series. Why would it be a card though? Ah! I just got all my health back, too. Oh, my God. Okay. Did some SNES games have a GB Color version? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't really think so. Most of the Super Nintendo games you saw would appear as like oh, my God. Need a little bit more damage here. But, of course, this is always the area where damage is kind of the most problem. What was I saying here? Yeah. Usually Super Nintendo games were released on the Game Boy Advance. That was like the first time we had handheld technology that could really capture that very well. Not that I like stuff, you know, demake stuff from happening anyway. Think about how like Metal Gear had a game on the Game Boy. Chrono Trigger. I don't know. I would remember if they had a. Oh my god. Oh, I actually got the zombie there just barely. Chrono Trigger, I definitely remember if they had a Game Boy version. They had a DS version that added in some more ties with Chrono Cross, and generally I didn't like what they did with the storyline because I do remember that very well. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Such a tumultuous history. I'm gonna actually just use a potion charge here. Let's make sure I don't die. Such a tumultuous history with being in a series. I gotta say that it's just like that is one game that I would really like if they just kept it as its own standalone thing. Because it's like, yo, the stuff that like Chrono Cross added, it's like, oh boy, man. They did a number on the characters from the original game, let me tell you. Alright, alright. Wonder if I should make Doc play Chrono Trigger. Oh, don't worry! There's already somebody else here who's waiting to make me play more JRPGs. But unfortunately for you, JRPGs are on hold until the end of March at this point because y'all have been making me play so many of them. Don't get me wrong, I like Chrono Trigger, but would it be a very good series? I don't know. I was talking in Octopath Traveler about Live Alive, which I actually have been like tempted to do as a series on the channel before. Because that's one that it's like, you know, everybody knows Chrono Trigger. Live Alive only exists as like a fan translation, though, as far as I know. No actual official stuff. And I think it would be interesting to do it. It's also got a really inventive sort of battle system, too. Hear me talk about it more in the Octopath series. Like, I don't need to do the entire thing over here again. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, good stuff. Oh, Live Alive is amazing. It is an interesting game. I like it. It's like really good for, yeah, like a game that I feel like is as obscure as it is. But anyway, he's only allowed to use the card, not the shield. I mean, as always with a lot of the, I mean, first off, it's like, yeah, I gotta get used to using shields again. Doing all these showcase runs has gotten me out of the habit of really trying to use shields properly. I knew it. But, you know, also in, like, showcase runs, I try to use the weapon de jour as much as possible and not just the shields. Because after all, it's supposed to be a run about the killing deck, you know? But to be honest, at this point, especially with how much I'm struggling with the DLC, that I should really just be, like, really using shields as much as I possibly can. Because after all, they are an extremely powerful part of many a run. If you get a good one, if you get good stats, if you just get them working well for you, you know? At least until I am able to... Oh my god, okay, never mind there. Just until I'm able to, like, start consistently beating the boss here. You never use the shield in Death's Gambit? Why do I... Hey, I never done use the shield in Dark Souls either. I don't know if you noticed. Oh my. I'm gonna take a little bit of mod. I mean, you know, that's a strategy I've been employing, and that's a fun one to be employing as strategy. Anyway. Oh, Dead Cells. Now, a survival weapon for 1% damage taken. You know, he's the type of guy to dual wield swords in real life. I mean, I've described myself as like a super hyper berserker before in a lot of these games. Very much at odds with the commentary, I want to say, but you know, like it is yes. Look, it's you know what they said in Bloodborne? Shields are great, but not if they engender passivity. No. I'm a hyper berserker in spirit. I'm not actually like, I'm not losing myself to the music the moment you own it, never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Because Mom's Spaghetti knocks once in a lifetime. Shark's first hit comes out relatively fast. We'll see. If I don't have to use it, Mom's Spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater already, Mom's Spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks Mom's Spaghetti. To drop bombs, but he keeps Mom's Spaghetti. What he wrote down, the whole crowd Mom's Spaghetti. He opens his mouth, but Mom's Spaghetti don't come out. How much of that can I remember? Oh, no. Okay. What do I want to use here? Barb Tips. People always tell me Barb Tips is an excellent, amazing type of weapon to use. Support, as always. I usually have something here. Melee attacks, yeah. Range attacks, point blank, maybe. Let's just take Barb Tips. People have been talking that up a lot, but I haven't really been playing a ton of... Oh, right. I haven't really been playing a whole ton of tactics runs to really make it work. This? Maybe? But, like, you don't really stick cards into enemies. Let's see how it works. Networking doesn't work? Well, we'll see. Been to Mom Spaghetti in Detroit. Well, I'm having so much trouble saying Mom Spaghetti. I'm still coming down with that one cold. I feel like the S followed by another S is messing me up. Oh, man. Does Barb Tips work with the cards? It says arrow specifically. I mean, it is still like a item that sticks projectiles into enemies. I want to say it should. Oh, let's see. It should give me like a plus damage or something when I hit an enemy next. Should work, maybe. There's a possibility that we might see a transition based on the success of Trials of Mana. Oh yeah, Trials of Mana was the... Yeah, wait a second. I want to go back to what you're saying. Yeah, Live Alive, like actually seeing a remake or something of Live Alive just because of Trials of Mana, which of course does have that like a very big like a multi-character, multi-plot line sort of stuff. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, that was based off of Seiken Densetsu 3, right? Which I also played the fan-translated version of. Never played Trials, though, so I don't know. Square's actually surprised at how well it performed in sales. I'll say this. I wouldn't hate seeing a little bit more of that game because, I mean, once again, Octopath is very similar in style to it, but obviously all characters exist at the same like time period, whereas they're like 8 tiny vignettes in Live Alive, taking place over the course of literally thousands of years, and then with, I'm sure as you can probably predict, an ending. But that's a very special ending. Go play the game yourself. It's good. Or watch me play the game as a series, which I think that now that I'm talking it up, I know y'all are just sitting there being like, oh man, next time he opens up game stuff, oh, he's gonna get Live Alive. Well, let me tell you, I wouldn't hate it. I'm not super enthralled about playing more turn-based RPGs though, unless they're like true roguelikes. Then I just like that. I like those games, of course. You know, I'm seriously considering after the stream going right into doing Cataclysm. I've been prepping it up as of late, but I feel like I do not understand that game very well. So, here, let me see. Throw one card at you, not you. Throw one card at you. Yeah, he's taking damage. They're taking damage over time, so Barb Tips is absolutely working. Okay. Let's not. Enough science. Let's get to actually back to playing the game here. All right. Live Alive sounds like Live Alive is the way it's written, the way it's stylized is like Live Evil because, you know, I don't know what they were thinking with that. But the major like antagonist that appears in each one of the storylines is named Odio. You know, Italian for evil. So it's an entire thing in the game. It's not just a dumb nonsense game. You also live lives, you know. It makes sense, trust me. Think I saw networking also working? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's just like I said, the idea here that this weapon in particular can be very effective, like to be constantly throwing out even if I am running away from stuff makes it seem like networking could be a good opportunity. But I feel like I'm pulling the cards back too fast for it to really be functioning well. You live alive, you don't say? Yeah, well, you know, it's like I said, a lot of RPGs are big, grand adventures that take place, you know, over an entire world about trying to save the planet. These are personal stories. Like, one of the stories in Live Alive is one guy just trying to become the best wrestler in the world and going up against a bunch of people to do that. That's the modern day story arc in that game. You know, that sort of thing. What am I doing? Oh, we're doing the Killing Deck showcase today. Had one, unfortunately, short-lived run that was in the DLC. Now we're doing a proper run. Probably just gonna go for the more traditional route against the Hand of the King, which I feel a little bit more confident. Worst comes to worst, though, it's just like I feel like I've got a pretty decent run going regardless. To the Queen, well, to the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, but you know. The first of many Virginia Woolf references that I'm sure that I'm going to have regarding this DLC. I've read that book, you know. It's pretty weird. Would I recommend it? Sure. Let's just say sure. Okay. Well, let's hope for the best here for the rest of this run, though. It's been tumultuous. You were an English major? No, I actually wasn't. I read a lot of books. I've read a lot of books. What do you want from me? Hey, for a really long time. Okay. Look. For a really long time, when I started driving, for a really long time when I first started driving, you know, at 16 years old, podcasts weren't really like a thing that existed, and I wasn't super into listening to music. So, yes, you get your driver's license at 16. In America, at least. I don't know. Probably different to other places in the world. But, yeah. So, my choices basically were listen to NPR, listen to talk radio. I've listened to a lot of talk radio. Oh my God, the amount of political talk radio that I listen to. That sort of thing turns you off politics forever, let me tell you. And then books on tape. Like book on tape type of stuff. Okay? So it's just like I've listened to a lot of books, all right? There's your doc lore for the stream here. Oh my God, the political talk radio. It's just, I mean, there's a certain level of entertainment that I suppose you get from it, but it's also just, God, I just think about like some of the stuff that I was listening to and it's like, God, it's horrible. It was really bad. Never listen to political talk radio if you can, by the way. Oh boy. It's like, yeah, I love that my like introduction into politics for the most part was like 16 years old. I wanted to listen to people talking, so I got the worst, crappiest version of that you could possibly imagine. Anyway, won't listen to any other news source besides NPR. I mean, don't get me wrong, NPR has some good stuff on it. Yeah, NPR has some good stuff on it, of course, but it's like, it's only one radio station. So if you're not super interested in what they're playing at the time, then you only got so many choices until now. Now you have like podcasts. Now you can like literally throw on this while you're driving in the car. Just make sure that you're not looking at the screen. Please, for the love of God. If you are using this as like a podcast, do not be looking at the screen while you're driving. Trust me, nothing that interesting is happening right now. Just wait until you're at your destination. Sorry I'm late. I have a dumb question. Where do you get the killing deck from? I'm just curious what the showcase weapon is about. This killing deck is a deck of cards that you get from the armored shrimp enemies in the new DLC area. You know, the big leg hugger-like guys. It is tactic scaling, throw out cards, final card. Final part of the combo is to pull all the cards back to you for critical damage. And it is, in fact, quite a bit of critical damage because, as you can see, the final toss-out that you do, it also throws out a lot of extra cards, making it actually quite good for like dealing with bosses and their soft damage cap, dealing with like a huge group of enemies. I quite like this weapon. Now, of course, being tactics, it's kind of hard to use on higher cell difficulty, but it's still a quite good weapon. Like a colorless version of it, like I was using earlier in the video here, or earlier in the stream, and it's like it's pretty good. It's quite good. You don't have to worry. Oh, what do you got here? Hayabusa Gauntlets is pretty nice, but I have the shark in my back pocket just for... It's got the healing lifesteal affix on it, so that's the plan why I'm carrying it around right now. Worst comes to worst, I can always heal from that, after all. Not that it's the most ideal, especially using a tactics run with this little health, but, you know, it's like, should work out in a pinch, right? That's the way I'm seeing it. It's like after having a good Hayabusa gauntlet that did that lifesteal in the last run that I was doing, I feel like I just want to get lifesteal. Lifesteal's good. Lifesteal is like so much more usable now that you can put it in the backpack and not suffer the 2 times damage. Big boy, big damage. Well, I also had like tons and tons and tons of stats last time. Well, in the last run. Which is why I'm just like, hey, I can probably actually do the DLC. It didn't work that way. The lighthouse came a-knocking, and I died. As you do. Okay. Keep going here. Then we also talked about like podcasts and Live Alive? Yeah, a lot of talk about Live Alive, because I think that is a baller RPG. Oh boy. Once again, I wouldn't really say that every one of like the plot lines is all like aces or anything like that, but for the most part, it's just like it's a really interesting concept. They go with a very hard to the theming, and like each one of the characters also has a very different way that like they'll go about doing the storylines. Stuff like the far-flung future robot storyline is almost entirely story. There's like only one battle that happens in the entire thing. There's like a ninja chapter where you can actually choose to kill everybody or nobody, like go full pacifist, or, you know, somewhere in between is like part of it. The wrestling chapter is entirely fights. It's pretty cool. It's just like one, it's like a tournament style. Why not disable melee tactics weapons? It's not that big of a deal. I kind of don't want to disable too many weapons when doing this. It's like I want to have it be, you know, as vanilla as possible, but just make sure that I can also get the weapon that I'm trying to use for the showcase as much as I can. You know, like, make it so that the weapon is going to show up, but it's not going to be like the only thing that ever shows up. So I get all of the perfect affixes on it or something like that. Even though, of course, I have no qualms with trying to... Even though I have, of course, no qualms with trying to get as many stats as possible. I'm not like, well, I'm not going to take this challenge rift because I've gotten too many stats. Whatever. Look, the rules that I have are weird and nonsensical for these runs. That sort of thing. Rat. Anyway. Okay. I think I'm going to play Live Live soon. I'd recommend it. I mean, I think it was pretty good. It's got an entire... there's a lot of stuff going on. I think it's a pretty good RPG. But, you know, of course, it's like, hey, as we've learned in the past couple years here on the channel, that, oh boy, I feel like my opinions on RPGs have changed an awful lot. So who knows if I started that one up again that I would enjoy it in the same way. I just remember the idea being very inventive, and when I started up Octopath, that was it was a reason why I was kind of interested in that game. You know? You won't be taking challenge drifts? No, I'm saying that I'm not going to, you know. Can you turn off the autoplay feature on their YouTube channel? I mean, you can... No? No, that's something that you do on your end. It's like literally a button right above like the recommended list. You can turn off autoplay. Or if you're watching this on mobile, I think it's in the like settings thing that you see in the upper right corner. I'd like to get that potion charge, of course, but you know, I'm gonna just grab this for right now. I think the SNES games managed to not fade into obscurity tend to stand that managed to not fade into obscurity tend to stand the test of time pretty well. I suppose it's like, you know, one of the Final Fantasy games that I really liked was Final Fantasy VI. I think that one holds up just fine. So who knows? Who knows? Legendary Bone with Toxic Cloud on hit. That's a good weapon. That's a good weapon. I really like the Bone. I think Bone is quite good. They can be janky in weird ways, but it's not kind of really their fault. Yeah, it's... Look, I got no problem playing old games, needless to say. It's like, I'm perfectly willing to overlook stuff just with the idea that it's like, hey, you know, this was not standard in video games yet, so... It's like, it hardly makes a lot of old games unplayable, right? No, like it's when I load your YouTube channel, the same video always plays automatically. Oh yeah, I guess I could disable that. It's just the I mean, it's a Scytheclaw run because that's the most popular. I think I can get rid of. Yeah, I can do that. Sure. No problem. I mean, YouTube just asks like, "Hey, you want to put on like a video for people that are watching you?" And I'm just like, "Well, put on the most popular one." Right? If you're gonna go make Jump King, I mean, I could make any one of the videos. But hey, thank you, Shiny Glalie. I love you. Mwah. Just stop. I gotta stop making that an expectation for subs here. We're not gonna do. Hey, thanks for the sub, bro. Mwah. Make the Forager stream your default vid. It's still on the channel. It's just unlisted, I think. I like the Forager stream. That was fun. Forager is a fun game, but that's neither here nor there. It was wacky at the end. Oh, yeah. When I had like... Dude, the reason why I never put that up on the channel was because it just... Like, the sound effects are so loud and so grating by the end there that I was just like, I can't put this up. It's like anti-ASMR. Subs get smooches? No, they're not supposed to. This is something I'm doing because I find it funny. It's not intended to be a thing on the channel. Unless you want it to be. I don't know. Whatever. Look, if it gets me more money. Why you're still awake? Shouldn't you be hibernating and dreaming of cheese? It's only like 10 o'clock. It's not that late. It is. It could be way later, let me tell you. And after all, I'm still planning to do like maybe either Cataclysm after this or the World of Horror the World of Horror update that I said that I was going to do stuff with, but still haven't at like 2, maybe even like 3 months here. It's kind of ridiculous. Good old Electro run. Still a pretty effective run, by the way. When was the last time you died to this boy? I'm sure probably recently. Where I got too overconfident and then died stupidly. Usually how that goes. He's a very easy boss, which is why I usually have him be my chosen first go. Feel like I should switch up the mutations here. Once again, you know, as boring as it kind of is, getting the upgrade. As boring as it kind of is, getting the can't remember the name right now. The turret one, the one that gives you extra damage when you're near a turret, is like, that's always useful. I use a lot of them. Too late, you're now the kissy guy. Ah, damn it. Not again. I thought I left that life behind me. If only I didn't have such succulent, plump lips. Ah, but it's the way of the world in some ways. Anyway, how many weapons are remain to be showcased? Quite a few. I was kind of waiting until I got good at the DLC before I was starting to use a lot of them, because of course I want to take the DLC weapons to the DLC, but hey, it's like I had a good one that was right outside the DLC's door here with this weapon. I thought I could maybe take it to the end. It didn't happen, but you know. Oh, you practice what? Kissing? More Ducklar. He was always the kissy guy. That's right. They used to call me Henry Kissinger, which is a very clever name back when I grew up. This is not true. This is not true, by the way. Stop thinking it is. Oh, what do we got for the legendary? Hoping. Kissinger is still alive? Wow, I did not realize that. Huh. Anyway. Can't wait for your vid about the alternate ending. I mean, I'm not trying to... Hey, Hayabusa again. You know what? Here, for 1 second, obviously I'm going to go repick that up, but I want to go re-roll this, see what we got. He's 98. Yeah, I know. It's like, he should be... Quite up there in years. Okay, let's not... I do still want to go get a potion charge. Let's not spend too much money here. Boomer jokes. Literal. That is like, unlike usual when people talk about like boomer stuff, that is literally a boomer joke. That is like, that is something that your grandpa would tell you. Which, you know. Hey, you know what? Let's do the DLC. Should I do the DLC? Still feel kind of uneasy about like let's just do it. But I won't get the cursed chest in here. Ooh. Like everybody always says boomer, but that is literally a boomer joke. Carter's still kicking? Wow. You know, there's so many people that are just like, yeah, I didn't realize that. I mean, I guess I'm not really looking into the histories. I'm not really looking into the current what like current former presidents have been doing. You know. All right. Getting back to it here. Oh, but yeah, like, I mean, I suppose we can talk more about Henry Kissinger if you want. No, I refuse. His name and his voice were both jokes. Yes. Look, we can all talk about like the history that guy has did led on pop culture, late night monologues and everything. But it's not the point here. We're doing Dead Cells. I don't have anything else, which is why I keep going into this. Hey, look, he's stuck. Motion twin, etc. Okay. Yep. Okay, didn't even get it. Who's that? Who's what now? Who? Hey. Thought I saw somebody coming up behind me when I was trying to re-chat here, which I feel like is usually a way that I'm going to die at this rate. Damn it, chat, stop being so entertaining. Oh my god, no. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you right now, that dog ain't gonna hunt. Yeesh. Carter holds the record for oldest former president. Yeah, I suppose he does now, doesn't he? I mean, anyway. Wait, who's Jimmy Carter? Oh, he's a peanut farmer who somehow tricked his way into becoming president. See, that's again a boomer joke. That is a literal boomer joke again. Gotta stop doing that. Yes, Henry Kissinger was Nixon's senator of state. So, you know, he was around during the Nixon administration, which was the late 70s. Somebody correct me on that. But, you know. Anyway, which Christmas movies did you watch last year? I have not watched any Christmas movies at all for a long time. Yeah, I can't even think of like the last one. Apparently, I did see that apparently, what's up with the birds here? Some weird birds happening here. That's something that happened with the DLC or something? I haven't seen this. I swear last time I was here, it wasn't really working like this. Okay, there's the cursed chest. I don't know. They're your people. They're not my people. I keep telling you. I took the name Dr. Inferno Firebird because of a podcast that I listened to, but also because, you know, I want to strike fear into my enemies' hearts, and what's scarier than birds? Yo, you ever been chased by like a Canadian goose? They're frightening. It's like Batman. I'm literally Batman. Literally Batman. Literally 1984. Oh boy. Try and like go a little bit far away here. Well, you're not dead yet. Especially with barbed tips, you'd think it would be easy enough to take this guy out. There we are. Oh, I inherently distrust anybody who claims not to fear geese. Exactly. It's like those things, I'm always shocked every single time I see them on the side of the road where it's just like, they're much larger than you think they would be. Like, I don't know. And of course they're also like hideously aggressive. They're the descendants of dinosaurs in every single way, after all. Oh boy, oh boy. Have you seen their teeth? Oh yeah. Like you can look up on, if you look up on Google, you can see like geese teeth, and they are a sight to behold. How are geese aggressive? They just are. They're jerks. Sure. I'll take that. You ever get attacked by Canadian goose? No, I got attacked by a duck though. Bit my nose. And now I'm Dr. Inferno Firebird. Scourge of the avian world. I reject my humanity. I have become both man and bird, knowing the power that they hold. Anyway. Yep. Yeah, all right. Also, yeah, I did play Untitled Goose Game on the channel. It's just like, that is a good example also of how they're menaces. You know how that is. Okay. Well, we get boomer jokes talking about old United States administrations, old SNES RPGs. It's like it's the full Monty as far as a very normal day on this channel. Let's be honest. It's like it's extremely normal. Man bird. That's why I have such a weak hollow bones. A full deck of cards. Ah, true. JoJo reference. I read JoJo. It was a long time ago, but to be honest, I mostly remember the meme more than anything else. It's like, because I don't even remember at what part that happened in the manga. Because you gotta understand, kids, they didn't have Let's Players back in my day, so I just read manga, I guess. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Whoops. Nah, it's fine. At this point in time, though, I think we are actually looking at me taking out the shark, baby! Let's do it! Hey, everybody, did you see that Baby Shark is the first video to get 10 billion views on YouTube? This is the perfect SEO! Oh my god, no, I'm dying. All right. Well, maybe the shark was not a great. This is the Killing Deck showcase. Well, maybe shark was your downfall. I guess it is a slight. It is a quite low weapon. I'm kind of shocked that wasn't I. Yo, everybody, wasn't I supposed to have like a disengagement on there? That was sort of a part of this entire run. You understand? It's like, I can't believe that guy hit me through that. Anyway. Frustrating. Whatever. You know what, it's actually been like an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe I should just call this an episode. After all, you got the good part at the beginning, so what more do you really need? let's just call this like, it's the Killing Deck episode. Yeah, sure, whatever. Leave it at that. Not be like official showcase. Just be like the Killing Deck episode. The Killing Deck episode.